HarperCollins presents A Family Secret. My shocking true story of surviving a childhood in hell. By Maureen Wood. Read by Rachel Atkins. This book is dedicated to my angel baby Christopher and to all the silent victims of abuse. I hope it helps them find their voice. Prologue. No doubt about it. This was how the other half lived. Leaning back in my seat, feet up, sipping my drink, I felt on top of the world, which, of course, I was. Peering through the gap beside my seat, I watched my children, almost all my children, in the row behind, chatting and buzzing, intoxicated with a mix of holiday euphoria and that peculiar strain of exhaustion that travelling brings. "I can't wait to go to Harry Potter World," Naomi was saying. "Imagine walking down Diagon Alley." I smiled. They deserved a treat, that was for sure. And then, with a sudden whoosh, like a wind beneath the plain, I was hurtling back through time, peering through another gap, watching another of my children. The one who had made all this possible. The one who was missing today. It was already sunny at 5:45 a.m., that July morning when Louise arrived to collect me. I was ready, pacing the living room, my nerves stretched and taut. I didn't say a word on the journey there. It felt respectful to travel in silence. And then, as we pulled up, I saw the glare of floodlights and the white tent around my baby son's resting place. We had been given strict Home Office instructions that we were not allowed inside the cemetery. But there was no way I could stay away. He was mine. My boy. We'd been instructed to park across the road so that we didn't draw attention to the cemetery. But I had a good view from out of the car window, and I watched, appalled yet transfixed, through a gap in the cemetery railings as the digging began. Forensic officers in white spacesuits waited, like Martian pallbearers for my Christopher, my baby, to surface. And then, there he was. His tiny coffin looked almost like a toy from where I was standing. "Mummy is sorry," I whispered. "I'm so sorry, Christopher." As his coffin was lifted into a plain grey van, I remembered the innocence in his wide blue eyes. I smelled the newness of his skin. I felt his tiny, delicate fingers curling around my thumb. And I was overwhelmed with a tsunami of loss and despair. My poor, bruised heart ached, and I wept to see him again. Off went the van, carrying my precious cargo, carrying my hopes, my heartbreak, and the distant promise of peace. Christopher had saved me once, and now, 25 years on, I was asking him to save me again. My guardian angel was risen from the dead, bringing with him my chance for justice. Chapter 1. "This," said my mother Maureen, "is your new stepdad." She took a step back on the station platform to admire him herself, before singling me out for a glare. "Well," she snapped, "where are your manners? Say hello." But I took one long look at his orangey brown hair and his thin, mean face, and I recoiled. My knuckles were white as I gripped my suitcase, my eyes staring, downcast, at the chewing gum ground into the platform tiles. "Hello," I mumbled. My mother slipped her arms around him and smiled, and we all trailed behind them, dragging our cases with aching arms and aching hearts. Away from the station, away from all we knew, and off to yet another new life. I could barely remember the last time I'd seen my mother before this. She and my biological father, John Donnelly.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?